Grand Rapids City Parks are in need of some major TLC.
And now a community group wants you to fund the needed improvements. 24-Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey takes a look at how the plan could affect your wallet.
Well, you can see what a lack of funding has done to just general maintenance at city parks. We're at Highland Park up on the northeast side. And the weeds are starting to choke out this play area. Take a look at the bench. It's missing one of the boards. It needs a good paint job. Unfortunately, this is typical of what you'll see at a lot of city parks.
During a time when
Mark Miller knows just how much Grand Rapids parks are in disrepair. His citizens group, Neighbors for Parks, Pools and Playgrounds, NP3 for short, have been studying the problem.
The Neighbors for Parks, Pools and Playgrounds believe that an additional $3.5 to $4.5 million annually is the minimum level of investment that.
But when it comes to how NP3 proposes the city raise those funds, it took Mayor George Hartwell to get Miller to say the T word.
Like? What would be the millage request that you all are proposing?
Miller says he's not sure. His group is still studying the size of the millage and just how much it would cost the average Grand Rapids property owner.
I think over the course of the next month or so, we want to be working with the city and figure that out.
Whatever the plan, NP3 wants to be able to, in the beginning, fund the basics, fix up the parks that have seen funding for maintenance cut year after year. The annual question of whether city pools will open would be answered. Any millage would guarantee 3 of the 6 pools would operate.
I think it's probably a Chevy plan at this point in time. I think that one of the things is we have to start this reinvestment process.
But again, there is that T word. City voters would make the ultimate decision over whether they want to pay more in taxes to fund parks. But the City Commission would have to decide whether it should go on the ballot in the first place. Is there the political will to do that? Mayor George Hartwell says parks are like a lot of other city services cut over the years.
And we say we're going to have to deal with that someday, streets and parks and the like. But I think there's probably a political will to do something. I'm not sure exactly what.
And while they don't have a lot of details on exactly how much you'll pay, they do have a timetable of sorts. There's talk about putting a millage question on the ballot as early as next November. In Grand Rapids, Joe LaFurgey, 24-Hour News 8.